Humans are garbage. Humans are garbage.
And then he peed next to me, and I said, bye.
Wait, you guys peed just right next to each
Yeah,
other?
next to each other. Yeah. So, hello, everybody. Hello, trash cans.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, welcome to Being Human Garbage. This is the podcast where we teach you how to rise above the irritating, selfish habits of day-to-day life and transcend into being a truly despicable human being and a garbage person.
Yes.
Sorry.
And
Despicable person and a garbage human being. There we go. That's the catchphrase.
however you want to say it.
However
it's
you
really
wanna
up
say
to
it.
you.
We are your garbage men. My name is Wells.
And I'm Ben.
And yeah, today we'll get right into it.
Yeah.
I've noticed, as have you been, I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe you've been living under a rock for a little while, that Facebook has become this hellscape of overly political articles on both sides, and then like a peppered in cat video.
Yeah.
And in the good old days, back when I started Facebook, it was only cat videos. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was just cat videos, and every now and then. I mean, I remember the days when it was just your name with is next to it.
No,
and you had to fill in what literally you are doing.
Yeah,
Like,
and I even
know.
remember the phase when everyone got tired of that and just ignored the is.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
started typing whatever they felt like in there.
Ben is...
Bin is,
Man,
I'm
I-
sick of... It would be like, bin is, I'm sick of doing X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I remember when it was just status updates and it was no articles, and now it's only art. Now it's just only things that you post, either articles or marketing. That's like all
Yeah.
Facebook is nowadays.
Pretty much just marketing. Just
Yeah.
way too much marketing, way too much just... Yeah.
Remember when it was
that's all I can put
remember
it.
when it was a fun thing?
I remember boxes, man. Boxes were
Boxes are
the
so
best
much fun.
thing ever. You had what was it called? Like Jetpack Man or something. I forget exactly what it was called. But you could have games and
Dude.
Honesty Box, that was one too.
That was a long time ago. We were showing
You
our
know.
very, not actually that advanced age, but we are showing our age.
Exactly. But
In any case.
good times, and it does, lead us to
What?
realize how much Facebook and just social media has changed.
Yeah. And
And-
I would, as a garbage person, I'd say for the better,
I do think so.
Imagine
honestly.
how much it's affected your life. Like, how often you have to look at Facebook and just be angry.
Yeah.
Like, that's trash people at their best right there. That's doing
Right.
the Lord's work. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And so now we are fortunate enough to live among these gods, like BuzzFeed, for example, is one of them. And then, you have
There's
Unilad.
all sorts of variety of different art, from like political articles to just nonsense things that make you go, why am I reading this? Like that. What was that article that you showed me a second ago?
So just scrolling through Facebook one day and, doing my normal thing, checking up on everyone.
Everyone in the world.
Because, it's important.
We're
It's
popular,
important.
okay?
We're popular, and I like to think I have friends. When I came across this beautiful, beautiful article by BuzzFeed, the headline of the post just says, "Deep in your 100-acre woods." Okay? And the post itself, the actual article, was titled, 32 faces you'll recognize if you've ever had anal sex with a penis. And
I don't really know what the other options are there. I don't know what the other options are there. I'm going to be completely honest. Please enlighten us. Email us.
Yeah.
With the contact information we provide at the end as to what kind of anal sex you can have without a penis.
True. I mean, I'm sure we could get a lot of answers, but let us know.
Please let
Be
us
descriptive, too.
But that's the kind of thing that makes you just kind of stop scrolling in your tracks and go,
and
"What?"
click on the article.
And more importantly, click and
so-
see if you recognize any of these faces, in case you've accidentally, I don't know, had anal sex in your life without realizing it.
And so, if you're interested, just it's a Google search away, guys.
It is. It's well worth reading. Not that we read it. But that's a theme of tonight, is not reading the articles that you post on
Right,
Facebook. But
right.
let's just say Slagathor posted like an article. It was really innocent too. It was like about how someone in the Senate was like standing up for like the Department of Education or something like that. And they said like in the post they tagged like, oh, doing the Lord's work. And her family, who was very Catholic, all attacked her and came down on her like a fucking hammer. And like it wasn't even like Slagathor said anything. It wasn't a highly polarizing article or anything. But I'm not joking here. They didn't disown her, but they got right there. They were like, you're not welcome back for a little while, and just so you know, we will be judging you the next time you come home. Like, what kind of serious are people actually taking this nonsense? And that's like tragic for her, but holy shit.
Jeez.
People actually react like that. That's the amazing thing to me. Where's that BuzzFeed article? You know,
Right?
of just like how seriously are people taking this shit? It's Facebook. It was literally invented so that people could stalk people and see what their relationship status were.
Yeah. There's some subreddits I follow on Reddit, and I think more people should, and it has to do with this topic of Facebook.
Go ahead. Sure.
So first one is r/old people Facebook. It is a real thing.
That's a great
It is
subreddit.
out there, and
I've never seen it, but I can already tell you it's amazing.
And so exactly what you think it is. The next one is r/facepalm, which is a wider variety, not just old people. Funny posts, basically. So do yourself a favor, check those out.
Please.
So,
I'm gonna do that. I've never heard of either of those, but I want to.
Oh, they are gold. So
I believe
it is
that.
a
Can you
gold mine.
Can you just give me a quick post off of old people Facebook? I would love to hear that.
So yes, actually, one I read today, pulling it up right now. The title of this one, this is just an example post. It just says, "That's enough of that shit, Ricky." And so it is basically this guy posted pictures of him kayaking. He has a GoPro attached to the front of his kayak, and there's multiple pictures of him just on the river kayaking. And apparently, whoever this elderly fellow is, it has the name blacked out, did not want Ricky to be kayaking, and apparently doesn't like it. And so he or she commented, "That's enough of that shit, Ricky. Nanny loves you. Please stop all the foolish things. Please listen to me."
So,
and it's okay, Nanny. I didn't catch that, but yeah, it is his nanny, who is deeply concerned about Ricky's well-being on the river
and kayaking abilities.
Yeah. So
all this to say,
poor
old
nanny.
people are way too concerned with the fact that people kayak.
Right. Right.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Yeah. So,
but back to just Facebook. It's wonder. Okay, so I once saw someone post a turn on that light. I once saw people post an article that was like, all the reasons that Trump is right or something like that. And it was like people that I know to be like hardcore Trump supporters that were doing it. And I clicked on it just to see what it was, and it literally just said nothing. He's never done anything right. Or something like, it was like completely the opposite of what they intended. And it just spoke to me that they didn't read it at all before posting it. They just saw the article heading and immediately posted it without checking it out or doing anything of any. So they were just
that's almost a prank on the people themselves. So like,
it really
maybe
was.
they made the article knowing people just focus on
I'm sure they did.
headlines and
I'm
never click the actual article.
I'm very sure that they did, but that's just amazing to me that we live in a world where people can just like, headlines do enough that they're like, I don't need to read the rest of this. I already agree with everything that this has to say.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It just opens it up to a whole world. Like, imagine how much you can do if you're trying to manipulate that system, if you're trying to be a bad person. Man, it's just a playground. It gives you so much to work with.
Sounds like we need to make some fake
We
articles.
need to make some fake articles.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's where this ultimately leads. I think
I
that's where
think-
we need to go with.
I think we just found a new strategy for our Facebook page.
Aggressive marketing.
Aggressive marketing. Yeah, keep on the lookout. Like our Facebook page if you would like some articles that are similar to that.
Articles along the lines of, is President Obama a dark Sith master? Or like, is President Trump actually just a dildo? Like just throw out the most ridiculous shit. Why not? Oh Lord. Okay, I think we've reached that time.
I think it's about time for
Bow 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 bow. Today in fake history.
Many people assume that the indulgence and influence of fabricated news stories is a modern phenomenon, but those people have never studied fake history. Although we are more aware of it as a culture, fake news has been around for as long as there's been news, and with it, the paranoid, ill-informed actions that shaped the entire world. In Renaissance Italy, circa 1484, there were no news cycles or iPhones, and in fact, no electronics of any kind. Truly a hellscape. But that's why the past is in the past. Back then, there was only one way for the average Roman to get news: herald. Messengers paid by the government to distribute relevant information. Heralds drew large crowds and read from identically printed scrolls to give citizens a sense of the bigger picture of what was happening in the world, and whether or not Brutus was having a spicy affair with Desdemona. One man was disgruntled with the government's focus on science and culture, and knew he had to get everyone to see the world the way he saw it, as a paranoid, chaotic collection of governing bodies that either infringed their evil will onto their citizens, or were unfairly criticized and deserved blind trust and respect depending on whether he agreed with them or not, and regardless of their actual actions. That man was Cicero Spaghettisaus. In order to accomplish this, Spaghettisaus... I can't do this. I cannot do this. Oh man. In order to accomplish this, Spaghettisaus dressed as a herald and shouted his paranoid ramblings to the public as though they were absolute truth. Though his claims that the government was using the people's taxes to pay for an underground army of mole parasites were visibly untrue and clearly ridiculous, he gained credibility with the people regardless by shouting incredibly loudly and accusing anyone who didn't believe him of being a ram's tooth, the Renaissance equivalent of a bitch. Whenever he was contradicted with facts from other heralds, Spaghettisaus would inform the audience that his opponent had no proof and was likely regularly producing fake information for the public, a tactic many modern news outlets and politicians have taken to heart. Spaghettisaus's influence and power became so great, he was able to pressure the Papal States into the First Italian War by convincing a majority of its citizens of his baseless claim that the French were working tirelessly to inject their daily pasta with Black Plague and underseasoned white sauces. This war lasted for 256 years, or 4, depending on which sources you use and, if you care, if they're accurate. Cicero Spaghettisaus died after assuring a crowd that the only reason he would ever die is if he was assassinated. Though the records indicate he was drunk and threw himself off of a tall building in front of hundreds of witnesses, we choose to believe it was an assassination, because Cicero Spaghettisaus never lied. No garbage human ever does.
Factual and very true.
And we've come a long ways.
Yeah.
We've come a long ways.
Long ways.
The power of the internet. Your computer is your herald.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Anyone or anything is a herald. They can just shout whatever they'd like on the internet, and it's...
Oh, yeah.
It's really remarkable, the kind of power you have.
You don't even have to talk.
No.
You just
redirect people to what other people have said. It's not about what you say or the factuality of it or whether or not it's real or who it hurts or who it undermines or, generally speaking, like, it doesn't matter how wrong you are. If it's achieving a goal that you have and making you look good, just say it. That's what we're really saying. That's the purpose.
As usual, we have homework assignments.
Absolutely.
And number 1, you need to comment on someone else's political news story, accusing it of being fake, if real, or backing up its claims, if fake.
Yeah.
So, Wells, would you like to go
So
into that?
this does require you to do a little bit of research or put in just a little bit of effort, but just figure out if what they're talking about is fake or if it's real. For example, if it's from if a story is from NPR, pretty safe to assume it's real. They generally do their homework. They generally do a good job. So you should immediately accuse it of being fake news.
Right.
Meanwhile, if it's a story from The Blaze or InfoWars or Occupy Democrats or something like that, they have an overall reputation for kind of completely skewing or eschewing the truth altogether. So
Right.
back it up regardless of whatever your political beliefs are. Spread that misinformation. That's the important thing.
Rest in peace, Tommy Lauren, by the way.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Not dead, but to the internet you are.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
You did a good job spreading bullshit all over the internet.
So you really just want to think about what your views are. And, that's too much to keep inside.
Yeah.
Don't bottle that up.
Spew it
That's
like
a
an
beautiful
alcoholic on the
phrase for it.
Goldschlager, just all over the pavement
Like
that
me in
is
an
your
hour.
Facebook feed. Yeah. Like Ben is going to be in an hour when he realizes that he has nothing to do for the next week until we record again.
Homework assignment number 2. Start shouting nonsense at random people on the street.
Yeah.
Example. Scream in someone's face that a reality TV star just became the president of the United States. Revel in their confusion and frustration.
Yeah. That's a great strategy. Because who the fuck could ever imagine that would happen? No, but just come up with fake things in your mind that, I don't know, Terminator robots from the future are coming to take all of your children, or Congress passed a bill, Anything that just sounds absolutely ridiculous and out of... just shout it at people's faces. And that'll get you in the mindset to start posting it to strangers. If you can have the courage to say it to someone that is there... and that could physically confront you about it, you can do it on the internet, no problem. Yeah.
Wells, I'm curious of if you have any other examples besides just the president.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, not like that would ever happen. The president one, but
what crazy things could happen? That,
yeah, what you would shout at somebody.
Let's see. Trees are coming to life and strangling people because no one's addressing climate change. Or how about all of your favorite comic book characters are real and the government is lying to you about it. Rick and Morty is a documentary. The possibilities are endless.
Right,
It's
right.
just anything you could think of, really. Just throw it in someone's face. If you want to steal one of mine, you're more than welcome to.
Please do, actually.
Please. No,
Yeah.
I want to hear someone in a couple days' time just shout that in my face. Just, Wolverine's real and he's coming for you. I'll be like, fuck yeah. That guy gets it. That guy understands.
Last but not least, start accusing your friends of sharing fake news, even over completely benign details about their own lives. So, I really like that one because you've gone complete human garbage. You've completely taken on this persona to where you see everything as fake news, whatever, but just as an opposing opinion to your own, whatever it may be. So someone saying, Wells, I'm having a great day today. That's his status.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Get that shit off my news feed. I
Exactly.
don't even care.
So we want to see you practice that. This last homework assignment is probably the most difficult one. I would definitely suggest going through the first 2.
This is advanced course stuff.
This
This will get you really up there and in the proper mindset. But
Yeah.
anything anyone says, hey, dude, that test was so hard. No,
Yeah.
fake news.
Or,
Bullshit.
Or
Immediate.
I really like this band. No, you don't.
That
you
band-
fake ass bitch.
Yeah, you can't like this band.
Yeah.
This band is awful.
And
you don't have the capability of liking things.
and then just watch what happens to your friends list.
Yeah.
So thank you for
Yeah.
tuning in,
wanna make-
and I hope you learned a lot from it, and
I know I did.
I think I did.
I think I might have to like drink to forget it, but I did learn. That happened. Being Human Garbage is an Art Flag production. Episodes are written, performed, and edited by Ben Drain and Wells Thompson. Ben is a sound and video editor, specializing in commercials for car dealerships, and he's very sorry about that.
Wells is a freelance writer, which is another way of saying that he's poor in waiting tables. Like Being Human Garbage on Facebook and follow us on Twitter @WeLikeGarbage for updates and more content.
Email beinghumangarbage@gmail.com to share your own garbage stories, give feedback, or talk to the team directly. All content is 100% satirical, except for when it's not.
Material is used fairly and unfairly as we see fit. All rights are reserved, whatever that's supposed to mean.
See you next time, trash cans.